crafty friends.
Hello, everybody.
Listen who's back.
Yeah,
It's Bestie Bestington.
I'm here.
She's there, but she's still watching baby, so you might hear her holler, or you might hear her crash, or you might hear anything, but she's on here. So today I am going to make the nurse and the fireman. And I am loving my Copics. I told you I got the portrait set. This is the portrait set. And I'm loving it for skin. It's so fast and so easy. So I'm going to do the skin with the Copics, and then we'll watercolor the the rest. So let's see. I think he has on gloves and boots. And I'd say his legs are covered because he is a fireman. Alright, let's check out Nurse Goodbody over here.
Oh, we got Nurse Goodbody.
Nurse Goodbody is at it. Let's see. That's an arm. And that's an arm. Get back up in there, arm. Now she has a Nurse Goodbody dress on. So she should have some. There's her shoes. Where's her legs? Does she not have legs? Well, I don't see anything that resembles a leg. And I feel sure that her shoes just don't go stuck right on her. I'm not really sure what that is, but I can't also really tell. I guess that could be her legs. Yeah.
Do you want me to time you? No? Yes, no.
Oh, these are her legs. They were upside down. Okay. Oh, mercy. I don't know what I thought that was, but I just kept thinking, I know she's got legs. That's so funny. Okay, yeah, you can tell me if you want to.
Okay.
All right. So then we're going to take this medium color, just like we did yesterday. I'm going to go around the edges, like so. His eyes, cheeks. Oh, his face is upside down. Look at his mustache. We'll have to go around that too. I'm loving the mustaches on these people I'm loving them. They're so funny. You got to see that teacher that I did yesterday. That is the cutest die. Yep.
I sure will.
Cutesy and cutesy. Now, I know she has cheeks, but there's one. And there's one. Okay. I'll just go around the edges of this. Alright. Go around the edges of her legs. That's so funny to me that I just couldn't see her legs, Just couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, and then here's the deepest color. Cheeks. I'm gonna go around the edges. Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness. The baby's got her diaper free. She's putting it on my face.
Well then.
No. No. Here. Okay. You're a cat. I see you.
Those are her lips, y'all. That's why I couldn't figure out what those were. Oh my. Just a little lippage in the day. Okay. Now let's take our lightest color and blend that in some. So you just pull inwards and it blends it just enough to give you that that depth around the edges. Now, I'm going to leave his cheeks like that, but I'm going to look and see what color this is, because I think I want to give her a little, oh yes, a little more pinkness. Like that. Okay. Now I'm going to put these back in here. Okie dokie. So, we need red.
Yeah.
Let's see. Red. Chili red. That's what I'm looking for. Chili. Poppy red. Cherry. Chili red. And there it is. Alright. So, her first aid box, or no, this is going to go on her white uniform. And these are her lips. So they got to be red too, you know. Yep. And then let's make this first aid box red. And you see where that goes. Anything else red? Nope. Let's see, water brush. These have two different tips, and I'm using this little teeny one. Teeny. You ever heard of that?
I have. I have heard it. I really have.
Yeah? Okay. So we're going to push it. And I'm going to have to go back and add a deeper color so we can tell that this is a box. Oh no, I got it on my finger. Okay, so we're going to need this. For, let's see, these stripes on the fireman's suit. Okay, this is going to be one of those days when these try to pop out all over the place. I should have put a piece of purple tape on the back of them. But I didn't.
You didn't what?
Okay, so that's red and that's red. Put a piece of purple tape on the back of it.
Oh.
Alright, so these are the stripes on his sleeves. And these are the cuffs at the bottom of his sleeves. Now, is his hat yellow with a red badge on it? I think it is.
I have no idea.
You don't have no idea.
I don't.
Okay, well, this part of his axe is going to be red. I know that. Y'all like how I just wing this?
She wings everything.
I'm like, I think this is what goes here. Let's see, we're going to give him a red collar, too. I think his gloves should be black. Okay. So let's go over this. Okay. You want out? Come on out. Just come on out.
Just that way.
Just do it, you piece of paper. And you too, come on, come on. Come on down. These will stay in. Isn't that crazy? The littlest pieces stay in and the biggest pieces want to jump out on me.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but we have had some kind of something sickness around here. Going through the whole family. And Mike had it. He went and got COVID tested. And Jessica had it. She got her test done. Everything's negative. So it's like a virus with a sore throat. And then it turns into bronchitis or something, you know. It's in your chest.
The creeping crud.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And coughing and sick and going up.
Sounds like the COVID.
I know, but they're negative.
Negative for that virus, positive for another.
I know, it's crazy. But it must be pretty contagious because Jessica thinks she got it from her sister-in-law and her kids.
Yeah.
And then she gets it. Ellie Nora get it. Then I got a little bit of it. I've been taking elderberry syrup. I don't know about y'all, if y'all have ever heard of that, but it seems to work, the elderberry. And when you're sick, take it 3-4 times. Yeah, just a minute. So, that's not it. No, not that. So anyway, it is something that's going around.
Well, you can keep it where you got it.
Yeah, I guess you better not come see me then.
Nope. Be no visitating being done.
Nope.
Don't want it. Don't need it. Can't handle it. And all of the above. Plus a few others. Alright. Yellow for his coat.
The coughing is happening. The coughing won't quit around here.
Huh.
Yeah, huh? Here, buddy. Here, let me get you. Okay, now put the box back up.
Maybe when I get these together, I'll be able to figure out what every one of these pieces are, but right now, I don't really know. I might have to refer to the digital picture for assemblage.
Oh, that.
Oh, I know what this is. I see that now. This is a double layer for the axe. Okay, that makes sense to me.
Now.
All right.
Oh, he needs some grits.
Grits.
Love grits. Love them.
Hey, grits is. I do love them. I had them this morning myself.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Well, I had eggs, cheese and eggs. Then I thought, I want some grits.
You thought that to yourself, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I sure did. I sure enough did.
Isn't this like magic, y'all? Oh, man.
Magic happens, don't you?
I do. All right, let's start some assemblage here. Now, I'm going to poke his eyes out. Have y'all ever wanted to poke somebody's eyes out? There you go. There's your little stress relief in your life.
you guys.
I have?
Well,
I'd have punched you in the stomach, but I didn't. I don't believe I ever poked you. Actually, poked your eyes out.
she has hauled off me in the stomach so hard I lost my breath.
I'll teach you to put your stinking feet in my face. Smell my foot. Smell my foot. That is what she said to me, people. And I said, get your foot out of my face. And she would not. And so the next thing, stomach punch. It was well deserved, I must say.
You what?
I said it was a well deserved.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
You know, you got to know this about the bestie.
What?
Sometimes when she begins to aggravate, she can't turn it off.
I don't do that anymore. Does it?
I've heard you do it with your hubby a few times.
Oh, well, him, but not you.
No. No, not me. Not to me.
Oh, my goodness. What in the world has happened in my living room? What have y'all done? My goodness. I can't even get through with my walker. Every cushion is off the couch, blankets, and everything. I can't get through, y'all.
Drake
Trying to help.
Drake came downstairs and climbed in bed with us last night. And then when he woke up this morning, he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "Toots, it's the best sleep I've ever had."
Oh,
That kid he says some of the funniest things. He do say some. Tickles a hootenanny out of me. Mm-hmm.
He's funny. Funny kid.
Yep. He sure is.
I saw a good picture of Mickey and the two kiddos yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. On Instagram.
Angsta.
Thanks, man. Where's her cup? Does she have it? Oh, she's got it. Okay, never mind. There goes your there.
Well, I ain't nowhere near through. I don't know what I was thinking off in my crazy life.
That was the
Huh?
cover.
That was what?
That was the cover.
Oh. Well, I'm just going to keep working, I believe. And instead of calling it a 15-minute, we'll call it a, I'm doing this till I get done. How about that? I didn't color his little yellow hat either. Oh, there's his collar. And I went and colored it black like a loon. Well, that's alright. I'll outline it. There's no worries. No worries. No worries. Now it looks like it already is outlined. So.
What do you want to watch now? Huh? I don't know what you're saying. You wonder why. What's that show? Well, do you see it?
Sounds educational to me.
Yeah. I'm on PBS. I'm trying to find something. What are you? Oh, I've got a duck up here in my lap.
Not a duck.
Yeah, nor a duck. Blow. Oh, she's the best blower. You know, Natalie and Nora both are good blowers.
They can blow their horn.
Wait a minute. You're trying to get my grip.
Uh-oh, that's obviously not the one that goes there. Okay.
Okay. He doesn't like grip.
What?
He said
Yuck.
You like that? Maybe. I like them.
You know, somebody else that don't like grits is Pat.
I know she does. I never heard of such. I
Oh.
bet. You know, people up north, they don't have grits like they do in the south.
Well, I mean, she's had them, but
I mean, a long time ago, they didn't have them.
a long time ago. Back in the
Well,
non-grit having days.
well, I just know when I went to a dental convention in New Orleans one time,
Yeah.
there was a doctor there and a dentist there, and we had grits one morning, and he absolutely loved them.
Yeah.
And he packed his, you see, he went and bought another suitcase and filled it full of bags of grits.
Oh my. Well, I know when.
He lived in Ohio.
Yeah, I know when Ronnie's gone out west hunting, and you know, they got a bunch of men folks, and they go in one of these little hole in the wall places, and ask for grits, and they said, "What's a grit?" And they were like, "You don't know what a grit is?" You know, and the waitress would be like, "No, I've never heard of a grit." And then they said, "Oh, you got to have a grit sometime in your life." And
More than one thing.
yeah, and so then they said the next morning when they went in to have breakfast, she had found them some grits.
Really?
Yep.
How about that?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
I bet people have never had hominy either.
Well, that's another form of corn, so I don't know. My daddy loved him some hominy now.
I liked that as a kid better than I do now.
Oh, that's where those other lines go. I like it. I can't say it's something that I would. I mean, he liked it so much that if we went to a buffet and they had hominy, oh, he'd get so excited. It'd tickle the fire out of me.
That's funny.
Good old daddy.
Nora, you're swiping and swiping. You've at it again.
What's she swiping now?
It was the gummy bag that Nella has.
Oh.
No, she'd already finished the gummy. Oh, she takes it and she runs with it and hides it behind her back and just grins this little devilish thing. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Okay, so I should have painted this hat yellow.
Ta-da! Natalie. Ta-da! Gummy. Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, they're gone. Oh, we're watching the cat in the hat.
Today was dress like your favorite character in a story day.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm. And so you should have seen some of the get-ups.
Yeah.
You should have seen some of the get-ups the teachers had on.
I watched it.
Yesterday was Crazy Hat Day, and the teachers were what was cracking me up. One had on, in the car rider line, she had on a humongous queen's crown. Like, I'm talking the red velvet, velvet. And the whole velvet. And the whole 9 yards. And she was just standing there, so, when I go by, I have to give her the royal wave. And it tickled the fire out of her, and then she is giving me the royal wave back.
We do that every time we leave.
Well, yes, I know. So, it was only natural for me to give it to her. Okay.
I was at your house last year on Hat Day, I believe.
Yes, I think you were too.
Uh-huh. Because I remember seeing some of them crazy hats.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, isn't that when Haley dressed up as a jellyfish? Or was that something? Halloween, maybe.
That was Halloween. Yeah, she dressed up as the ice cream cone coot one year.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where this goes. I will be perfectly honest.
Natalie.
But, okay, so I want my fireman to be a lot, I want his stuff to be a lot redder than it is. Because, you know, it's got to be fire engine red.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. So it's about to be. So I will use my pencil to my benefit and only color the areas that aren't supposed to have a highlight. How about that?
That'd be good.
Yeah. Kill two birds while we're at
All
it.
right. Come in. Damn.
Okay. Now I'm going to take this Sharpie because you can't really get in all your cracks and crevices good with the Sharpie. So we got white edges showing.
Yeah.
I don't like a white edge to show much. It might be something you might not notice that much until you put it on another piece of paper, and that's when it really will show up.
Yeah.
Okay, so he needs some, let's see here.
Natalie, be careful about it.
I wonder if this is going to be dark enough. No. I need a...
Natalie, excuse me a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to put you on mute a second.
Uh-oh. Not the mutage.
Yeah.
Not the mutage.
Hold on, please.
Okay. You know somebody's in trouble when the mute happens. You know it. Okay. Alrighty. Now, let's add some of this. So, I'm going to be honest with y'all. The thought process of not shading it while it was in the thing was so that I was hoping that I'd be able to get both of these done. That would save me a little bit of, time. But instead, I don't really think it did. But this just goes to show you that there's more than one way you can do anything. Just because I do something a way doesn't make it the be all and do all, okay? You can do it whatever works for you. And that, in the end, is the best thing anyway. Because that means that you will enjoy doing it more and you'll do it probably more often, you know? I don't know what that slit is for. I'm feeling like it's for something. But all I have left is this.
Well, I just don't know about it.
Well, I don't either. I really don't either. Y'all, the temperature, it was already 75 degrees, and when I went outside, okay, so I have on a long sleeve t-shirt because that's usually what I wear this time of year. And so the kids have on short sleeves and shorts because, you know, when it gets to a certain time of year, you got to put your shorts on. That's how the kids feel. And you know, it's fun, and you have new clothes because you outgrew what you had last year. You know, the whole 6 and 7 of the thing. Anyway, we go outside so I can take them to school, and I'm like, oh, heat wave. And then we have Bradford pears in our backyard. And I was telling y'all that last weekend and part of last week, I trimmed, we both trimmed the crepe myrtles. Well, now, those Bradford pears, the leaves are like shooting out like
Oh,
the magic that they do. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
You know, those trees have a stinky odor, don't they?
When they bloom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, they do.
We have them in our front yard too, but you know, a bad storm comes along or wind, real strong wind or something, they'll break real easy.
Well, yeah. Well, that's why we started cutting on ours. Remember last year? And let me tell y'all. Oops. Tree trimming ain't for sissies. That is some hard work. And so then we have these two huge oak trees in the front yard. And we hired somebody to trim those. And so they went back in the back and also helped our Bradfords out a little bit because they, I mean, you know, if you're not a professional, but you play one on TV,
Yeah.
you know, we didn't have the equipment. Oh, well, I say we didn't have the equipment. We had all the equipment they had minus a tree climber. I mean, you know, they'll take a chainsaw up in the tree, just climb up in the tree with it, and I told Ronnie, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
You know, you're not climbing up in no tree with no chainsaw.
Right.
That's not happening. And I sure am not. So,
Right.
by equipment, I mean, they're accustomed to doing that. That's what they do for a living.
Yeah.
So, we just bit the bullet, paid them, and let them do it. So now, and two of the trees had been struck by lightning, and I actually just wanted to cut them down. I was done with them. But Ronnie was like, well, you know, they're pretty, and they're big trees in our backyard, blah, blah, blah. So, he won, and he did. And, but they're reshaping nicely, I must say. This year, I think they will look pretty much like an ordinary tree again. But you just got to stay on top of them. Because otherwise, a big windstorm comes along. And you know, we're in Tornado Alley, so a big windstorm is likely to come along. What fire station does he work for? Bestie.
Do what? Mike was talking to me.
Oh, I said, what fire station does my fireman work for?
What fire station does our fireman work for?
Yes, I need to put something on his hat.
Oh, Marine volunteer fire.
Oh my, a number, Bestie, a number.
Well, I'm just repeating what Mike said.
Okay.
I was thinking a number too.
Fire station number 9.
50. Yeah, that'd be right. She's just drawing something. Well, you don't need to find out what the number is, baby.
Fire station number
Mike,
9.
She's got toothpaste or something in her hand. Go get it to Papa.
Okay, now let's give some gold. Let's give some brass buttons on this coat right here. Oh, you know what I should have put right here, and I'm gonna tell it to me, Bestie.
What?
What should I put when there's a circle that needs a little bling off in the day?
Oh, you talking about a diamond door?
I'm talking about that. I sure am. Gonna have to do that. Oh, he's pretty stinking cute. Does he have a smile somewhere? No, I guess he doesn't. I guess he looks like he's smiling with his eyes, but he's not smiling with his face. And I'm not happy with this yet.
You know what?
Mm-mm. So let's do some somethings. How long? Oh, I've been on here for 34 minutes. Okay, I need to get off here because I don't need to. You know how long it takes a 34-minute video to load? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So this is what I'll do. I'll get off of here and I will finish him and I will finish her. And then on my next video, I'll show you how they came out. And I'll make a card or something with them. So y'all can see. That'd be good?
That'd be fantastical.
Okay. Talk to you guys soon. Love ya. Blessings.
Hello.